Welcome into the Film Guy Network. It's football season, which means I've got a film study for you.
What's up? You really like that?
Let's shut up and grind some tape.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome in to the Film Guy Network on a fabulous Tuesday morning here inside the studio. They all blend together at this point in the season. Had to watch this one. Had to absolutely break this one down. Texas A&M has the largest comeback in, 40 some odd years in the SEC. Comes back down 27 points in the second half alone. A lot of people wondering how. Apart from just an absolute catastrophic collapse from South Carolina, it was a lot to do with what A&M was doing offensively. If you're going to come back from 27 points down at halftime, you're going to need a lot of quick stops on defense. They got that. I think they had a 8-play turnover on downs, 3 plays punt, 5 plays punt immediately. First 3 possessions from South Carolina. South Carolina took 19 total snaps and gave it back to A&M 3 times in a row. In the meantime, A&M's offense was creating more chunks and more explosives in a short time span than they ever have this season, it felt like. I think they scored 28 points in a matter of 20 game minutes. It was like that. So we're going to find out today exactly how they did it. They did a lot of it out of empty, getting real explosives and creative at the offensive coordinator position. I thought Colin Klein did a great job here hunting these chunks and getting these explosives. Got a couple of rules around here today for those of you who are new. If you learned anything about the game of football today, you must subscribe. If you learned anything about your favorite football team today, you must subscribe. If you have any fun at all today, you must subscribe. Let's shut up and let's grind the tape. Now, if you are I watch everything the film guy puts out type of film study grinder, if you're one of those type of ball-curious football fans, you're probably used to sitting down for a good hour and watching the boy up here in front of the board break down about 35, 40 plays and really getting into the nitty-gritty. This is a 28-point comeback, 27-point comeback, and I thought it could be boiled down to 12 offensive plays for A&M. So we're going to watch 12 plays. This is probably going to be one of the quicker film studies we've ever really had on this network, okay? We're looking for chunks. We got to get a lot of them here. Obviously down 30-3 in the second half of an SEC football game at home. Like I said, doing a lot of the damage out of empty, getting that quarterback nice and comfortable because we have to, right? Had a really shaky first half. So what are we going to do? We're going to get into empty. We're going to spread all the threats out. We're going to give Casey Concepcion what we call an option route or a whip return, right? Square up, get that DB or that linebacker to maybe condense or shrink the space, and then we're going to work to the middle of the field, get the ball out of the Q's hands really quickly, and let's get a nice 12-yard chunk, get right back on the football. Because here's the deal. We're down 27 points. We're basically going to be having to play in 2 minutes the entire football game the rest of the way. Spread it out, get into empty, get the ball out of his hands. Let's catch it clean, please. Let's catch it clean. That's the other thing. You guys know this, A&M fans. A lot of that in the first half was self-inflicted. A lot of it was turnovers, but y'all had a bunch of uncharacteristic drops. Y'all had a bunch of uncharacteristic missed tackles on the defensive side of the football, some busted coverages, some bad eye discipline, some things that you guys have not done all year. You were not playing to your quote-unquote championship standard in that first half. You certainly did here to start the second half, okay? Let's go all the way to play 37, okay? Now, I think we have a winner at the top of this formation. All right, I think I'm looking up here when I took these notes last night. Let's see here. Sometimes my memory doesn't serve me as well as I wish it would. Yeah, we're working against his leverage, and we're going to snap back out here. See that right there? Boom. That is an open option for us as a quarterback, all right? That is the chunk that our coordinator is hunting. We're going to throw into this mess right here and force an incompletion, all right? And we're going to do so really frantically at the quarterback position. Here's the deal, guys. When we get this play called against what is obvious cover 3, butt to the sideline, middle field safety, once we confirm this over here, once we take our look, which he's putting his eyes over there in that left corner, we see our leverage winning, don't we, boys? We see our corner with his butt to the sideline and our wide receiver pressing his cushion and then going to work and snap this off to the sideline. This is a win. We see this as a win. This hook curl defender's got no ability to get underneath that football. We should be waiting. As soon as he gets to the top of his break, ball should be coming out now. We should throw this with some anticipation. We should have another chunk right here, okay? Instead, we're doing all this back here. Wait until you see this from the tight. I think we are extremely frantic. I was telling Jonathan before the show, it's almost as if a lot of these young quarterbacks, man, during the offseason, they work a lot of pocket mobility, and they work what we call plus moves, right? Where you get into your drop, and then coach claps, and then you do one of these big movements, get your feet set, rip the football. But guys, not every movement in the pocket needs to be a plus movement. Some of them need to be subtle movements. Some of them just need to be, 3-step, get to the top of my drop, one little slide, feet back down, rip the football. That's all it needs to be. We don't need to hippity hop, jippity jump all across the pond, I would say, the pocket, okay? We don't need to do all that back there. We're only making it harder on our offensive linemen, okay? We're going to run ourselves into a sack a little bit later that I'm going to show you. I think we're just a little bit too hippity hoppity back here. Be subtle. Be subtle movements and be explosive when we need to be. Come on. And even look at our feet. Our feet are completely sideways. We're trying to throw this ball. I bet we miss it. I bet we spray it a little bit. There was also nothing to really take us off of that out route to the top of the screen, except for the rush. I think that's where our eyes are right now. Our eyes are on this rush first, and then we're trying to find this shallow cross. Then we look down at the rush again. Now we're getting back up at the shallow cross, and now we're late. It's another clip of it right here. I think we jump through our reads. We do not click through our reads. All right, and you can see that in these all 22 clips, and you can kind of see it on TV too. A lot of people call it happy feet. I think we jump through them. We don't click through them. You can really see it from the tight right here. We are not going right foot, left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot, left foot through these clicks. And the reason we need to click through our reads right like that, right, is we talk about as a quarterback all the time. We can't throw the football until our back foot hits the ground. We can't. You don't throw balls like that. You throw balls like this and then this. Go outside right now, throw a rock. I guarantee you do this and then that and then throw the ball. That's the way you do it. So we can't do this through our reads, because if we do, what do we still got to do? We still got to get that back foot set and then let it rip. We need to be going right foot, left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot, left foot through all of our reads at all times. We don't need to be hippity hopping through our reads. I think he does that a lot, okay? Watch us click through them right here. Top of our drop, feet tied together the whole time. We're just hop, 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 and then we spray it. I don't even think, there's no way we can throw that ball out like we want to. Our hips are not set over there. We are not ready to throw that ball, even if he is open. See how closed our front hip is? If we're trying to work anything over here, we're going to miss it. And we're just going to jump back over here real quick. All right, now this is the 4th and 12. Is that right? Yeah, 4th and 12. We were watching this one live, weren't we, Jonathan? What's he doing? He's getting the first down. That's what he's doing. All right, he takes off. But here's the deal. I don't think we need to do this. I think Coach has got us a winner. I think Coach has got us a deep over running to grass right about now against this too high look. This is going to run for days, okay? Especially as you go to step up. When you see this from the tight, you're going to be like, oh, my God, he's wide open. But great play, great athlete. You see the space. Don't second guess it. Pull the ball down now and go, okay? Pull the ball down now and go. And that's exactly what he does.
Check the mic for me.
Battery running low maybe? Yeah. Let's switch batteries after this clip. Still popping?
Just a little bit.
All right, let's flip batteries. Great, decisive, electric, twitchy run right there by Marcel. Hey, we'll take a quick minute to give a shout out to our friends over at Sleeper. What a great time to be here on this network this year, but also a great time to be with our friends over at Sleeper. Go over to Sleeper today, the #1 place for daily fantasy and prop plays. Sleeper Picks is a real money product that connects friends over picks. Choose 2 to 8 of your favorite players from pregame, live, or even across different sports. Pick more than or less than the predicted stats
It's that simple. On Sleeper, you can get up to 100x payouts, share with your friends, and get rewarded today. Use promo code Brooks, as you see on the screen, on Sleeper and get 100% deposit match up to $100. Again, that's sleeper.com/promo/Brooks. Terms and conditions apply. Boys, as you know, we're about 28 minutes at the time of this ad read from the kickoff of NFL Sunday. So go ahead, run over to Sleeper right now. I'll give you permission to leave the stream actively. Go over to Sleeper, get a play in right quick, and get paid. We appreciate those folks over there at Sleeper. Again, that's promo code Brooks over there on Sleeper. Oh, this was such a great job by the OC down here from Texas A&M. We're going to send a late jet motion down here. The corner and the safety are going to have to switch responsibilities because not only are we going to send a late motion, we're going to snap the football as they stack, okay? The ball is snapped, and now we have two threats running to the flat. As you can see, the corner pointing the number one receiver to the safety. Okay, we are trading responsibilities right about now. I'm going to let you carry a number one vertical, and I'm going to squat on this here route in the flat. Okay, the only problem is the corner thinks this is just a check down swing out into the flat. It is not. They are compromising you right now. They're running a wheel down the sideline, which is exactly what happens. Corner fails to continue to run with the wheel, and it gets cooked for a touchdown. Great ball by Marcel, but really I think a great call here by the offensive coordinator, okay? Ooh, almost got hit late there. That's ideal on one of the plays we're holding the football the longest, Dylan Stewart not on the field. That helps out a little bit, doesn't it? I don't see number 6 out there, do you? Good ball. All right, now they're cooking with Crisco. It's 30-10. They're moving the football, right? They're creating chunks. But I don't think you made every play in the second half. Like, y'all are running the football, checking it down a little bit, moving it to the middle of the field. But I do think there were some opportunities, believe it or not, still left on tape in this second half. I don't think you played it perfect, right? Like this right here. Quarterback's doing a great job on mesh Z spot or mesh Y spot, which is the concept right here. We got you running mesh. We got the first tight end running mesh. And then we got that second tight end spotting up over the football. I'm sure we're flaring somebody and railing somebody over here. But that is the concept we got working right here as a quarterback. We got to hold the football a little bit, right? We got a free rusher here. We got the mesh cleaning itself up. He's going to throw this early. You can see this ball's already out, and the mesh point hasn't even happened. It's a great job by number 3 right here, Bethel Roman, snapping your head around and finding that football. But we got to catch the damn thing, man. We got to catch the damn thing because we got a chance after the catch here to make another massive explosive. Okay, boom, catch that ball. Quarterback's got to throw it that early, okay? Quarterback's got to throw it that early. I don't know how they teach these guys, when they teach these guys to start looking for the ball, but it's different timing versus man versus zone, right? We also read it differently versus man versus zone, okay? Catch the ball, bud. Whew. This is a bad float in the drop, okay? A real bad float in the drop. Now, it's a great completion. I'm just being really hypercritical right now. Jonathan, tell me if there's any reason why we are floating behind the ass of our right tackle right now. What are we doing? Why are we compromising the pocket naturally ourselves? Take the 3 steps right behind the center. Let the world know where you're at because it's important that the offensive line know where you're at. They can't see you. So when you start to float around the pocket, what is the guy in front of them starting to do? He's starting to move and capture edges, all right? And little do we know as an offensive lineman, he's really, really close to you because I can't see you, right? I cannot see you as a tackle, okay? I love the completion. I love it. It's awesome. It's a 4th down. It's very, very important for this football team, all right? But just imagine if this Dylan Stewart kid, who we should never, ever, ever float towards. We should never float towards their best pass rusher. Hell, if anything, our concepts are working back this way. We should be floating the other way. But you cannot have a comeback like this without massive explosive chunk plays. Okay, you just won't do it. You can't go 12-play drives and make a 27-point comeback. You've got to create chunks, which is exactly what this is right here. Playing too high, and Bethel Roman just splits the two safeties. It's really Tampa if you look at it right here, okay? They got too high before the snap, but this Mike linebacker, it might be Kilgore, whoever it is going to have to run the mid-hole right here. That's why we call this Tampa. The old Bucks used to create this back in the Monte Kiffin days. All right, so yeah, call this Tampa, and Bethel Roman doing a great job of really pressing, again, getting into the cushion of this off-ball safety and then snapping that post off. Great job right there. Great job by Marcel putting it up and allowing that guy to go make an adjustment as well. You will never make these comebacks without these massive, massive plays. I mean, honestly, how many of these balls have we seen dropped this year by teams that are 9-3 or teams that are 8-4? Okay, a lot of balls like that getting dropped because we're just not making championship plays on a consistent basis. All right, that to me, this is what college football is nowadays. If we do not make all of these, we have a chance to lose these games. All right, every single time. Great play by all involved there. Now, you know what else we got to get when we have a 27-point comeback? We got to get a little luck. All right, we got to get a little luck. And I'm going to show you this right here. In my heart of hearts, soul of souls, everything that I love and know about ball, I think he's throwing this ball to Casey Concepcion on the deep over. I think he is trying to hit this individual, and we end up hooking up with Bethel Roman on his comeback. All right, we got two Ds in one hole. We got two wide receivers right there. This is a 75-yard explosive that, again, I think we got kind of lucky on. Because if we're really, really reading this correctly, we should hit this deep over way earlier. We are so late to the deep over that he has ran himself into the comeback. Okay? Look, our eyes are right here. That ball should be thrown way earlier. That ball should be thrown somewhere in the middle of this portion of the field. We hold it and wait until he gets all the way over here, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Hold, hold, hold. We are definitely throwing that football to Casey Concepcion. You can even see by the eyes of the quarterback, okay? Hey, we need a little bit of luck every once in a while, too. We need a little bit of luck, and we'll take it. We're not going to be, questionative of it. Thank you. We appreciate it. Way to make a great play after the catch there, 3. Tremendous effort by South Carolina as well, pursuing that football down. Very next football play, hop on it, get into empty. We got 5 threats to the field. Jonathan, we got 1 tight end, 2 tight end, 1 receiver, 2 receiver, 3. We got 5 weapons to the field. And guess what? We have a quarterback that is very obviously a rushing threat with 2 tight ends in the box. They got 7 blockers and a running threat with trips to the field. So a lot right now stressing us as a defense. God forbid they give us a run look right about now with the quarterback. Then everything's going to get thrown off, which is exactly what happens. A&M does indeed throw that run look at them. They give pseudo quarterback run action to those 2 tight ends. The tight ends release. All right, and now we got 1 tight end driving into the void, taking care of everybody, and then we're going to get Big 87 squatting down in the zone. Great job right there by 87 of just playing ball, okay? Understanding the situation. Get your head around now. Gear down now. Don't keep running. If you keep running, you might run into one of these 2 jamokes. Gear down now. Give your chest to the quarterback. Make a play after the catch. That's exactly what 87 does right here. Boom. Get big. Catch the football. Go finish physically over Kilgore in the end zone. Think he keeps this football? Oh, no, he pulls this football and throws a real tight window. But, hey, young Q. The count was good. We didn't have to pull this football, okay? But we're in rapid, we got to make plays situation here. It's not all on you. All right, if you actually watch the flow of this game, I'm giving you 12 snaps. If you watch the flow of the second half, Colin Klein did a tremendous job of not abandoning the run, of not becoming one-dimensional. Hell, I think they had 2 or 3 12 to 15-yard chunks in the run game in the second half that really allowed there to be some semblance of balance, even though we all know you're hunting chunks and explosives, okay? I mean, good Lord. He might, that's Reuben Owens. He might bang his head on the goalpost. You know what I mean? But this is the big winner right here. Coach got him a big dub right here on this play, Okay, I think they're an empty again. Nope, they're play action scissors, man. They are a scissors football team. Okay, most teams are off play action. I think we give a hard play action look here. Nope, just straight drop back. Either way, here we go. Here's the concept. Mario Craver in motion, or maybe that's Casey Concepcion in motion. We got the post with the deep over. I forget what the number one wide receiver out there is doing, but there you see the deep over, and that is a deep over. We bend that sucker off at what, 20 yards? Now we're bending? Wow. You know what that requires? It requires a ton of protection. Requires a ton of protection. I think he holds it for 4 seconds, and what a ball right there. What a ball. The hook curl defender right here does everything he can to get back up underneath this sucker. And I think it's as good of a job as you can do as a cover 3 hook curl defender getting compromised. Look at that. Getting compromised by the depot. That's as good as we can do it right there. His eyes are already locked on number 7. He's going to try his best to run up underneath this sucker. And what a great ball for Marcel Reed to ultimately ice this comeback. 2 plays later, or the next play, Emmitt Smith Jr. runs his face into a linebacker, carries him into the end zone. 31-30. A&M holds on to win. What a comeback, huh, Jonathan?
No kidding.
I think every time I watch things like this, I come away tremendously impressed, obviously, by the comeback, but even more bullish on the fact that these are young football players making tremendous plays and doing it wrong. You know what I mean? Like Marcel's playing great football right now, but he's not even playing his best, not even close to his best version of what he will ultimately be, and he just put up 420 against the SEC defense. That's pretty daggone good. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hit that thumbs up button. Love you. Bye.